All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here at the Ram dealership, like taking a look at some of the amazing trucks up here, and we're going to talk for a second about the order of trucks, how the ranking has been in the past and how it is now, and how it's done this kind of shell game and flipped around. But if we look back, it used to be where you had Ford as number one. It was always Ford, Chevy, and then Ram coming up the back end. That's the way it always has been, right? We always remember it that way for the last 20-something years. Was always Ford built tough, okay? Now it's Ford built cheap. But things were always Ford, then Chevy, and they always battled each other, and then you had Ram coming up to third, and then you had Toyota following up the back in the full-size world. Those days have changed tremendously. And now when it comes to everything, when I'm not just talking sales, I'm talking about sales, I'm talking about quality, I'm talking about reliability, I'm talking about price. Yes, even though Stellantis has went up more in price than anybody else has, Ram trucks also negotiate better than anybody else does. So you got to keep that into consideration as well too. But I honestly, in my opinion, I feel that it went from most of my adult life hearing Ford, Chevy, Ram, okay, and then Toyota and your other ones, but Ford, Chevy, Ram for your domestics. I believe now it's Chevy, Ram, Ford is how I actually see it and what I think of it. So it's interesting to see that change and how things have happened. Okay, Ram has been phenomenal for a long time. They don't play a lot of games. They're not cutting a lot of corners. They're not doing a lot of things differently. Ford is acting much more like Toyota, doing the exact opposite and going as cheap as they possibly can, cutting every single corner they can, making things as cheap as they possibly can, and raising the prices up, where Stellantis is realize they can't go any higher, and they have no choice but to go back down and start reducing some of those numbers. And Chevy is in number one position because it always treats its customers well. Chevy did not raise prices. Chevy did not do stupid things. Chevy, they don't cut corners. They're not playing these games. Chevy is on top of the world. Oh, look at that right there. Let me show you something here while we're here talking about Ford, okay? Like, look at this right here. Okay, so what do we have here? Let me come around where the light's not going to be backlit on there for you, so we can come around on the front side so you can see it well, okay? See this package right here? Oh, and notice this has got this too. It's 2025. See how we got SSTHO? That stands for straight six turbo high output. Okay, that's pretty sweet. What are they running on this 2025 right here? This is a limited, this is fully decked out. We are coming in at 82 grand. Now this one's got a 2-inch leveling kit and 35, 11, 50 by 20s. They're asking $88,000. They charge them $6 grand for that. But what I want to show you here is this. See this right here? And you can get this on a 2024. You can get this on a lot of packages. See how it says 4x4 off-road? That's not just a cool sticker, that's a package. That's actually a package deal. Gets you the skid plates, the rear lockers, the Bilsteins, all the stuff that you want there. Basically takes any Ram 1500 and turns it into a Rebel, for the most part. Minus a few little details, but it's like a cheap version of a Rebel. So you're gaining that advantage there to it. So and those packages are not that easy to find, but if you can find a 4x4 off-road package, it's got a lot of benefit to you in a Ram truck. You get it's almost like an FX4 package is for a Ford. So it's a win-win all the way around. But the whole point here is that the times have changed. The model has shifted. Everything is different now. Look at this beautiful Rebel right here. Is that a Rebel? No, where's my Rebel? I just saw one. Yeah, I think this is. Is this? No, sorry, not. I thought I was walking by one. I saw one earlier. But the times have changed. The shift has changed. It's no longer that pecking order anymore. Ford is digging themselves into a pretty big hole. Okay. Ram is trying to dig themselves out of a very big hole that they made, and Chevy said we're never going in a hole and we're just going to climb to the top naturally as best we can and take it in slow increments so that we win each time and we gain ground, and they have done it phenomenally. So the shift is here. The times have changed. Everything is completely different now. The world is a different place, and old Ford, Chevy, Ram, those days are completely over. That stuff is gone. Now it's more of a Chevy, Ram, Ford world, and Toyota still coming up the back end there on that kind of stuff. But it's, you know, again, because it's not a domestic, but definitely a different world that we live in with a lot of different options and a lot of different ways to look at it. And also a very volatile time in the market We live at a time where we got dealerships that are going down. We got things that are failing like crazy. Ram dealers that are going down like crazy. Okay, they're selling off. They can't do it. They can't make any money anymore because of what Stellantis has done. Stellantis has done more destruction to this brand than everything else in history. Okay, it's unbelievable, and it's all because of one simple thing. It is this right here. This is how Stellantis has ruined this brand. Where is one? Let me just see one on here somewhere. I don't understand how dealerships can't just keep them in the same window like they're supposed to. It is this stuff right here. 73 grand for a Bighorn 2500, and this isn't even a diesel. It's a gasser for $73,000 for a Bighorn. Okay, Ram, ridiculously Jeep. Stellantis is destroying that company by their pricing. We know that. Okay. But they've been holding strong, keeping well, and the dealers won't accept it. The dealers have to deal with Stellantis, but they also, it's their vehicles. These are, this dealership, these are their vehicles. Okay, they're not Ram. Okay, they're not owned by Ram anymore. They're basically owned by this dealership, technically speaking. This dealership can do whatever they want to with it, and this dealership has to keep the lights on, and they have to keep the money flowing, and they have to pay their people. And they are choosing to negotiate very well on these to make that happen despite Ram. So when you put all this stuff together, us as consumers, for us, what matters most is the pecking order. And the pecking order that for many years used to be when it came to reliability, quality, dependability, price, value, resale value, all the things that mattered, options, it used to be a Ford, Chevy, Ram type of a scenario. Now it is a Chevy, Ram, Ford world as far as I'm concerned. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your opinions. Do you agree with me? Feel that I'm off? Am I not right? Is your ranking different than what my ranking would be? Where do you stand? How do you feel? Definitely let me know down below in the comments. What about Jeep? What about Jeep? Look at Stellantis has done to Jeep. We may very well lose the Gladiator, okay, when it's up. Now, it doesn't get replaced until 2029 version, but most likely they'll drag it out till then because they have the tooling done for it, but that'll be it. It'll be all over after that because Stellantis ruined this by the prices. They've destroyed the people buying this vehicle because of the prices. They have done the same thing with the Grand Cherokee. They did the same thing with the Wagoneers that are down there that you see over there. They have destroyed them with the pricing. They have destroyed these with the pricing. They have destroyed the Jeep Wrangler with the pricing. They have destroyed the Gladiator with the pricing. Okay, they have destroyed all of the Jeep models. They ended up losing. They had to get rid of the Renegade because they couldn't sell them. They got rid of the Trailhawk or the Cherokee because they couldn't sell them. Why couldn't they sell them? Because they made the prices too stupid high. Okay, Stellantis will not figure that out. Stellantis, as long as Carlos is making money, he's happy. But he is the one that has ruined this stuff. It's pretty crazy how they have done this, and we will pay for it as consumers. Pretty crazy. Thanks for watching.